What is up, my guys? Wow, it has been a very long time since I put a video up. So yeah, new season, new tactic, new path for me. So we are on path 5 in both tiers. So we need to knock them down to remove that protection. And if you have a high enough damage champ, you really don't need to. It's very possible to just power through the protection. So that's why you'll see Monkey here placed, because when you knock him down, he'll be able to shrug off a debuff and have the chance to evade. So we were waiting for him to evade, but that ran out, so we knocked him down again. We really shouldn't have done that because the protection's up anyway. We should have just waited to knock him down. But you can see this is going very well so far. Yeah, like he already does have a low health pool, but those incinerates are ticking down. He's below 30% by now. We just got to make sure not to interrupt his heavy, or else he's just going to unstoppable into us. Let's knock him down again. I believe he clips me somewhere along here. Oh, it's that unstoppable heavy. Yep. So, you know, I'll take 6% damage on Hit Monkey for sure, with all the guaranteed crits he has on his medium light mediums. So definitely could have been worse. So here we have Penny. Is this yes, I believe this is Power Snack. Again, if you have Wags here, it is very doable with a lot of champs. You can see she's running Suicide, so this could work this does work really well in our favor. So yeah, we're only, unless she's low in her charges, we're only going to attack with that passive parry, parry stun. So you're going to see a lot of just parry heavies getting out of the way of that special one. I think she does get me somewhere in this fight. I believe we're just going to save to our special 3, get some space back on the map. And you can see that recoil is putting in work. Knock her down. Gonna throw this to, pretty much an optimal time to throw this. She's under a bar of power, so she's not going to get to the special 2 or anything. And we're just going to wait this out instead of pushing her to the special 2, even though that was a passive stun that she wouldn't be able to trigger her auto block on. So here, I'm not sure. I was pretty sure I was holding block during this whole thing, because when she gets me, it's because I tried it. I'm too close when she starts her special one, and she'll just, she moves very fast and a lot of hits. So yeah, I guess I wasn't holding block as much as I thought I was. And let's just finish this girl off, which we do. So, that's 2 fights with Doom. We got clipped a little bit in both of them. So, and he's at what, like 91% health or something. This fight is just an absolute joke. Man, I knew going into this that this was going to be a fun one. You just got to take it slow. Use your medium lights. Yeah, it's slow to get to your special 2, but then once you do, it's game over, man. And she has those natural prowess as well. I can't remember how they trigger, but I'm pretty sure she has natural ones as well as the ones she gets from the node. So yeah, we are just here we get the energy vulnerability, which it's going to help our power gain as well as our special 2 just hitting really, really hard. Could have ended probably with a medium and then through the special 2, but we just decided to wait even longer, and yeah, just watch this thing absolutely melt her. Doesn't quite take her all the way down, which is a little surprising. I thought I remembered it did, but look at our health. All those armors, seriously mitigate any block damage. As long as I get those clean special 1 evades, yeah, it's just a really safe counter here. Yeah. 99% health. Not a whole lot more you can say about that. Pretty much, there are a few exceptions, but pretty much any mutant against Nimrod, especially there where there's lots of prowess for him to take advantage of, it's just going to be a really good time. This one, I think it's pretty good placement, because a lot of times you'll see mags against metal here. Well, not here, but against Darkhawk in general. But with the, what's the node where you can't reduce ability accuracy, I don't believe mags would work. So yeah, we're just gonna rely on his staggers taking care of the unstoppable and evade. So I don't know what happened there. I guess I forgot that with his heavy heal, his last wingtip hit, he'll clip you every single time, and I should have gotten back. So we're starting to feel like, oh, we're getting cornered. This is really not good. But we managed to get off our special, get some space in the corner, and yeah, like, and then I can see how much damage it does. Like, I was like, okay, we can do this fight. We can do this fight. The special 2 is very annoying. We just gotta hope that our heavies don't miss. There, when the shock is there, it's pretty safe to heavy, because he'll go into shock even if we miss, and hopefully can get out of the way in time. And here's another special 3. Yeah, just the way we are doing a lot of damage in this fight is just going to be special 3s, using our heavies to control the node. And we're just trying to get him under those 3 bars of power, because obviously we don't want him to throw that. But yeah, the reason I also thought Doom would be pretty well is he is shock immune, and when you hit into his auto block, it gives you shock damage, so you would be safe from that. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good counter. I feel like I'm missing someone who would just be a lot better for him, but he was being brought on my team anyway, so, you know, I'll take that mini fight with, you know, what is it, 20% off or whatever. And next here we have our first fight in Tier 2, Path 5. Obviously, this is Ebb and Flow Intercept. This is Omega Sentinel, so I kind of had to refresh my memory on her kit. So basically, when she's defending, when she has 5 armor ups, she has the chance to auto block while defending. And there, I think I was just a little too early for the intercept. I could have sworn I, you know, was not early, but basically, if we do the same basic attack twice, she'll get an armor up. So we're doing medium lights, that's all we want to do. Waiting for that heavy, go into the special 2 with the Fury up, does a lot of damage. And it was getting a little too close to my phase ending, so I just parried, finished it off with a medium. You know, if Ghost isn't banned and there's not an armor break or a counter to Ghost there, she's just going to end fights so fast with that very, very easy to get an intercept with her phase. So here, Kitty refuses to let me intercept her here. So we're just going to build to our special 2, try to land an intercept, and then pop a big SB2. So she wasn't even in phase when she threw that. So there you can see my light attack failed. She just hesitated just enough for me to, there again, she just like does not freaking want to go for it. So I decided to just go with the medium. That worked out really well. But you can see I took, 20% health just because of that missed parry, and she was being really, really stupid. But yeah, just going back to that Kitty fight, she's one of the best counters for Nimrod, probably Sauron and her with just all the natural prowess they have. And Sauron has the regen buffs as well to take advantage of. So yeah, he's just a really good counter for her. Pretty much anywhere except maybe for EMP, which I've been strategizing. But anyway, so here we have another mutant trying to get that falter miss debuff trigger it and then not hit into him safely. So we do that here, build into our special 2, then obviously trying to go for an intercept. Now I am power locked right now, so I'm just trying to get him a little over a bar of power, get to my special 2, and then we can try to get that intercept. Then we wait for that runs out and go right back in with a special intercept, and we're just going to pop this sucker. And it's just really, really satisfying to see those shock numbers. So yeah, basically just build up to the special 2, wait till you get an intercept, and it should pretty much be game over. All right, now here we have a Cersei here, which is a decently common placement. They aren't running the new tactic. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now. This is tier 3. So it's not a forced tactic. This node also punishes nullifies. So we're just going to be using our heavy to to nullify, even though it's not count as a nullify, stagger her glancing buff. You can see it pops up and then immediately gets nullified. Thankfully it doesn't count as a nullify. So this is just going to be a pretty slow fight. I believe I just go with my special 3s for the damage. You can see that, you know, Dr. Doom is doing plenty of damage. Like, this was before my special 3. And I get to my special 3 pretty fast because I'm running 5 out of 5 MD. So all those buffs that are going away just boost our power up. And we want to pretty religiously just bait those special ones, even though there's going to be a lot of them. This is just the way that I wanted to go about the fight. Just nice and slow. You know, I've had trouble with Cersei in the past with just all the glancing buffs and the special 2s. So I'm going to do with what I know I can do. Know the way that I can play this well and stick to my strategy. And I know that that I shouldn't have too much of a problem. So you can see here that things are going very, very well. Sticking to our game plan. Special 3s and heavies. And just give her plenty of room to bait out that special 1 from her. And so far it's going really well. Catches me there. I could have went in after that for, you know, just to get some extra hits on her. But she does get that glancing buff up. I just didn't want to risk pushing her to a special 2. You know, I threw some lights because I had the Aura of Hazareth up and that would power drain her. So that's nice. But yeah, just going to keep doing our thing. One more special 3 should finish her off. I'm going to wait for that falter to cool down so I can nullify it again with my stagger. And this should be pretty close to finishing her off. I'm not sure if it does or not. So let's see here. Very nice. Very nice. What was that? 3 special 3s? Maybe it was 4. I forget. So that is probably one of my less familiar nodes on the left side of Boss Island. So I just haven't taken it as much as the other 2. This is probably my least favorite node, just because a lot of the champs I like to use have debuffs, and it can be kind of hard to control their power. So originally I was going to use Ghost here, But without Wasp and not having unblockable for that last phase, I was like, Ghost doesn't have any way to control his power in that last phase when he's going to be gaining based on how many armor ups he has. So I was like, yeah, Doom, he has that unblockable special one. So I should be able to do fine here with Doom. So what we're trying to do is light and then heavy. Light and then heavy. We are going to not place shock that way, and that is the reason why. We do it sometimes just because it's easier that way. So yeah, this kind of has this fight, even though I had the game plan of, light heavies, don't place the shock. I kind of stray a little bit away from that at times. And you can see it still works out fine. I don't have a problem with baiting out either of these special attacks. So, yeah, I really don't care. We block that first hit and just back away for the rest. We are looking to get our special 2 off. I figured that timer's on cooldown. He won't be able to purify these incinerates right away. And just look at them tick down. So that worked out really, really well. 1 special 3 into a special 2 to finish him off. And here we go for Mangog on the unblockable special 2, increased power gain, stuff like that. Super, super familiar. Like, he gets placed here every single war. So I have been using Mr. Fantastic just because he worked well with a lot of my paths. I was warning path 2 for a while, path 7, and he's just a beast for all of that. Did not want to do that with the with my indestructibility boost, he threw that unblockable special 2 while I was holding a block. I hate when he does that. He seems to be doing that more and more. I don't know if he's just adjusted to the Doom playstyle. So the main thing about this fight, once we have him in the Doom cycle, which we do right now, have him in the Doom cycle, is just that unstoppable armor. We want to make sure he does not have the chance to go unstoppable while I'm trying to go through my medium, light, medium, special 1. So I'm just going to be holding block here. We see that he doesn't trigger that unstoppable. We are good to go. Like I said, just making sure that we have enough time before the unstoppable could go off. That's the big thing about this fight. That and initially setting it up for your first special 3. Hoping that he doesn't throw that unblockable special 2. So yeah, we got time for that timer. I believe we throw it right away because it's unblockable. So he doesn't end up triggering unstoppable armor at all, which is very, very nice. The only mistake was, I threw that first special 1 into nothing, so it didn't power drain him. The main reason we want to do that is just for us Aura of Hazareth be up, and then our lights will steal power while giving us more power to get to that special 3 before he gets to his special 3. I'm sure you're familiar how Doom works. But anyway, that's the way I like to take that fight, especially with unstoppable armor. So here we have a rank 3 Ghost against the Dr. Doom with Hazardous Shift up. We also took it down while Brute Force was up, which I don't recommend doing. But I wanted to get the global down for the rest of the Alliance. And yeah, you can see, I know I mess up. His AI gets really weird. So I'm waiting for this heavy. And, everything is going well. That was a big special 2. I think we had 2 or 3 Furies for that. Here, I'm just a tad late with the Dex, and then I go Shocks. He goes into, just stuns me into my, and just triggers his passive stun on top of the shock and combos me into oblivion. Again, the brute force did add up. I think it would have been possible for me to survive that. But brute force was ticking down as well. And that big heavy, I pretty much had no chance to recover from that. But yeah, that's on me, especially like, even if I just took that last hit of the beam and, didn't take as much damage and just was a little more careful with the shock debuff, give him space, and yeah. So that one's on me. And I guess I'll see you in the next one, guys. We will see you later.